Will the Senate please come to order? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Aquino, Senator Awa, Senator Chang, Senator DeCoit,
Here.
Senator Dela Cruz, Senator Elefante,
Here.
Senator Favela, Senator Fukunaga, Senator Gabbard, Senator Hashimoto,
Here.
Senator Ihara,
Present.
Senator Inoue,
Present.
Senator Kanuha, Senator Keoho Kalole,
Yo.
Senator Kidani, Senator Kim, Senator Lee, Senator McKelvey,
Excused.
Senator Moriwaki,
Present.
Senator Rhodes, Senator Richards,
Excused.
Senator San Buenaventura, Senator Shimabukuro, Senator Wakai. Mr. President,
Present.
23 present, 2 excused.
Thank you. The chair has read the journal of the preceding day and approves the same. Are there any introductions this morning? Senator Kanuha.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to introduce a few residents from Hawai'i who are visiting the Capitol today. If you could please stand and be recognized. First up, we have Valerie Psyche, the Community Coordinator for Tobacco-Free Hawaii, Coalition for Tobacco-Free Hawaii, and Hawaii Pacific Health, as well as Angela Curabin, if I said that correctly. If you're here, if they're not, oh, welcome.
Thank you. Further introduction, Senator Elefante.
Thank you, Mr. President. You heard from Taylor from my staff. With her in the gallery is her mother, Lee Nakata. Lee, if you could please stand so you can be recognized by your Senate. Welcome. And also joining us from Takedown Tobacco Day, we have students or faculty or staff from the following schools: Mid-Pacific Institute, Moanaloa High School, Pa'auli'e Elementary, Parker School, Pro City High School, Punahou School, University of Hawaii at Manoa, and Waimea Elementary. Please give them a hand, and if you're here, if you could please stand so you could be recognized. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. So those of you in the pink shirts who are just walking in, we were just clapping for you too. Senator Rhodes.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have additional schools and organizations that I'd like to recognize connected to Takedown Tobacco Day as well. Hawaii Pacific University, Highlands Intermediate, Honaka'a Ha'an Intermediate, Kamehameha Schools Hawaii Campus, Ke'ala obviously an Oahu resident, Ke'ala High School, Kohala High School, Maui High School. If you are here, please welcome to the Senate.
Further introductions? If not, Senator Kidani.
Thank you, Mr. President. It is now day 3 of our 2024 Education Week program, and I am eager to welcome our inspiring honorees. The success of our students is a testimony to the support they receive from their collective school community, and the awards we are recognizing today demonstrate educational leadership in various capacities. From principals and assistant principals to librarians and resource teachers, their collective efforts are essential to establishing a healthy educational environment for students to thrive. To begin today's program, I would like to call upon Senator Chang to introduce our first honoree from District 9.
Mahalo, Senator Kidani. Each year, the District of Columbia Office of Overseas Schools and the U.S. Department of Defense Education Activity honors one principal from each state as the National Association of Elementary School Principals Principal of the Year winner. These educators are distinguished by their tremendous leadership, innovation, and dedication to their students, staff, and colleagues. For our first Education Week presentation of the day, I would like to introduce the National Association of Elementary School Principals 2023 Hawaii National Distinguished Principal, Glenn Miyasato. Please stand. With more than 4 decades of dedicated service in the Hawaii Department of Education, Principal Miyasato has led Fern Elementary in Kalihi since 2018. Overseeing a diverse student body of approximately 400, nearly half of whom have limited English proficiency and 95% eligible for free or reduced price meals, Principal Miyasato's leadership has been crucial in addressing the unique needs and assets of the school's community. Principal Miyasato personally leads the walking school bus program, ensuring safe passage for up to 40 students daily on high-traffic streets. His unwavering commitment to building a safe, trusting, and inclusive school environment has resulted in significant academic achievements, including a remarkable 20% increase in reading proficiency within 1 year. Colleagues, please join me in honoring the NAESP's 2023 Hawaii National Distinguished Principal, Glenn Miyasato. I now yield the floor to Senator Kanuha.
Mahalo nui, Senator Cheng. Our next awardee received 2 prestigious awards. They are the Hawaii Association of Secondary School Administrators 2023 Hawaii State Principal of the Year Award and the Mazuyuki Tokioka Excellence in School Leadership Award. As a resident of my district, it is an honor to recognize Principal Sharon Beck. Please stand. With a career spanning over 3 decades, Principal Beck has been a driving force in education since embarking on her teaching career in 1992 at Ka'u High and Pahala Elementary. With the desire to further impact Ka'u, Principal Beck became a district resource teacher in 1999, supporting schools across Hawaii Island. Her dynamic leadership led her to become vice principal at Na'alehu Elementary School in 2003. Principal Beck's devotion brought her back to the helm Ka'u High and Pahala Elementary as principal in 2006, a position she fiercely embraces. Under her leadership for the last 18 years, the school has become a beacon of hope and excellence, reflecting the true spirit of Ka'u. Principal Beck is known for her innovative approach to overcoming geographical and economic challenges, which has helped enhance the educational experiences for her students. Colleagues, please join me in recognizing the HASA's 2023 Hawaii State Principal of the Year and the Mazuyuki Tokioka Excellence in School Leadership awardee, Principal Sharon Beck. I now yield the floor to Senator Fukunaga.
Thank you. Each year, the National Association of Elementary School Principals selects a cohort of assistant principals nationwide to recognize in their National Outstanding Assistant Principal Program. The program is dedicated to recognizing extraordinary leadership through their roles as assistant principals. These educators are distinguished by their leadership, innovation, and dedication to their students, staff, and colleagues. I'm honored to recognize the 2023 winner of the NAESP's National Outstanding Assistant Principal Award, Bibi Davis. Bibi Davis is unable to be with us today, and so the award will be received on her behalf by Vice Principal Brandon Lee. Please welcome Vice Principal Lee. Bibi Davis is a committed educator with over 20 years of experience, holding 4 degrees from the University of Hawaii at Manoa's College of Education, including a PhD in curriculum and instructor. Dr. Davis began her career as a physics and chemistry teacher at Farrington High School. Her dedication and distinct teaching methods led her to win the 2005 Milken Educator Award and the 2009 Hawaii State Teacher of the Year Awards. As Vice Principal, Dr. Davis has implemented pioneering strategies that prioritize student-centered learning, social-emotional learning, and a collaborative environment for both teachers and students. Her leadership has not only elevated Kawananakoa Middle School's academic standing, but has also established a nurturing and inclusive educational environment. It is with great pride that we celebrate NAESP's National Outstanding Assistant Principal Awardee and her designee this morning, Vice Principal Brandon Lee. Thank you so much for joining us. I now yield the floor to Senator Kidani.
Mahalo, Senator Fukunaga. As a resident of my district, I am honored to acknowledge another individual whose commitment to education and remarkable leadership is deserving of recognition, the 2023 Outstanding Library Service Awardee, Grant Toyooka. The Hawaii Association of School Librarians Outstanding Library Service Award recognizes an individual who develops successful school library programs and makes significant accomplishments and contributions to their program. Grant Toyooka's career spans over 2 decades in the Hawaii State Department of Education since 2000. His tenure at Wahiawa Elementary has included roles as a temporary assigned vice principal, math coach, curriculum coordinator, A+ head coordinator, and school counselor, where his passion lies. Within the Lelehua Mililani Waialua complex area, he spearheaded the formation of librarian professional learning communities, translating ideas into practical solutions that not only enhance student learning, but also strengthens the position of librarians. Notably, Grant initiated a series of workshops for parents and students in collaboration with libraries from Lelehua, Wahiawa, and Wheeler Elementary Schools. These workshops included topics on digital reading platforms, parent-child reading practices, and digital safety, highlighting Grant's dedication to educational excellence and library service advocacy. Colleagues, please join me in celebrating the 2023 Outstanding Library Service Awardee, Grant Toyooka. I would like to now turn the floor over to Senator Wakai.
Thank you, Senator Kidani. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to recognize Nicole Goff, the winner of Hawaii Association of School Librarians 2023 Golden Key Award. The Golden Key Award, established in 1979, is to recognize a school librarian who has made significant professional contributions to the profession in Hawaii and demonstrated notable service to the organization. Nicole, if you could please rise. Nicole Goff stepped into the role of a school librarian at Mid-Pacific Institute after 3 years in public library service. She is the chair of the Nene Award Committee, which manages Hawaii's Children's Choice Book Award, and has been instrumental in maintaining the integrity and continuity of the Nene Awards during the COVID pandemic. She has shown unparalleled dedication to children's literacy in Hawaii by donating hundreds of hours to read to more than 30 middle school grade books each year and organizing quarterly Nene Book Selection Committee meetings on her own. Nicole has creatively advocated for access to her school by offering classes to elementary students and assisting in pulling books for them. It is a privilege to recognize Nicole Goff as the winner of the Hawaii Association of School Librarians HASL 2023 Golden Key Award. Congratulations, Nicole. Ladies and gentlemen, I also have the distinct pleasure of recognizing the next individual. This individual is recognized as honoree of the Milken Teacher of Promise Award. The Milken Teacher of Promise Award is granted by the Milken Family Foundation and recognizes teachers who showcase educational excellence during their first years in the classroom, demonstrating tremendous promise at the onset of their career. It is with great pride that I present the 2023 Milken Teacher of Promise, Ritella Sproul. Ritella, if you could please stand. Ritella Sproul began her career at Red Hill Elementary School as a long-term special education substitute teacher and has served at the school in various capacities for nearly 13 years. Ritella works in a self-contained classroom for students with disabilities, where she excels in creating personalized instructional strategies and assessments for each student. Notably, Ritella developed a three-dimensional picture exchange system to assist a visually impaired and nonverbal student in communicating their needs. Additionally, she has crafted various individualized tools and performing arts to meet her students' needs. Ritella's dedication to her students became especially clear during the pandemic, when she engaged in numerous professional development courses to keep up with new technologies and distance learning techniques. Please, ladies and gentlemen, help me to recognize our deserving 2023 Milken Teacher of Promise awardee, Ritella Sproul. I would now like to turn the floor over to our illustrious Senator, Senator Chris Lee.
Thank you. The National Blue Ribbon School Program was established in 1982 to recognize the state's top-performing schools across the country who have successfully closed subgroup achievement gaps in English and mathematics as measured by state assessments. 2 Hawaii campuses have earned distinction as Blue Ribbon schools this year, and I'm thrilled to acknowledge our first exemplary recipient, Principal Sherilyn Inouye and Ke'elipulu Elementary School. Previously honored as a National Blue Ribbon School in 2015, Ke'elipulu Elementary has again affirmed its status as a premier educational institution as a 2023 awardee. The school has excelled, particularly in its performance against statewide averages, surpassing them in English language arts by 28%, in math by 31 percentage points, and science by an impressive 42 percentage points. Further, Ke'elipulu Elementary has shown remarkable progress in narrowing achievement gaps between high needs and non-high needs students, reducing this gap by 19 points over the last 4 school years. Ke'elipulu Elementary's commitment to holistic education is evident in its pioneering role in adopting the Choose Love social-emotional learning program in Hawaii. This program weaves lessons with concepts and strategies such as courage, gratitude, forgiveness, and compassion. Mr. President, I've had the great fortune of knowing Principal Inouye for probably the better part of my life, having gone to high school together. If anyone needs to know where the skeletons are actually buried, she's the one to ask. But I say this because we grew up with a group of amazing friends and folks who are doing incredible stuff all around the country. I think of us all, I can speak on behalf of all of us who grew up knowing Cheryl, that she is by far the best example of what a good education and a strong upbringing and more than anything, dedicated hard work can achieve, because she grew up in Kailua to a family with a mom and a dad who scraped and worked harder than anyone I know to make sure she got a solid education and had the ability to do anything that she wanted to do. She went to one of the top universities in the country, and yet here is an example of exactly what we all talk about all the time, trying to achieve for Hawaii. People who can achieve anything, who are the best human beings we know, who choose to come back and work in our public schools to teach our next generation. That cannot be bought for any price. That's the kind of thing that we have to remind ourselves and the DOE that we need to support. These are the people we need to support, because they're the ones who are truly going to make the difference in our next generation's future. So it is with the greatest honor I think I've ever had the opportunity to say anything like this to honor Sherilyn Inouye and her work at Ke'elipulu for setting the bar high for the state, as well as all the other awardees today. Congratulations. You deserve every moment of recognition that you earn.
After you went off script, were you yielding the floor to someone else, Senator Lee? Obviously, you weren't the best student of the group.
Yeah, I can't follow instructions. Mr. President, I'd like to yield the floor to Senator Keo Hokalole.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Lee, and thank you, Mr. President. It is with great pride that I recognize our second Blue Ribbon School recipient, Principal Kau'i Tanaka and Monowili Elementary School. Please rise and be recognized. Thank you. Monowili Elementary stands out for its exceptional performance as well, surpassing statewide averages in English language arts by 26 percentage points, in math by 30 percentage points, and in science by 31 percentage points. Monowili Elementary is dedicated to creating a nurturing and engaging learning environment that emphasizes both rigorous and relevant education for all students. With a forward-thinking approach, the school is set to introduce career and technical education for grades 4 to 6, aligning with secondary schools to offer early insights into potential career paths. Monowili Elementary's holistic approach to education is further demonstrated through its encouragement of community service and civic engagement activities. I really appreciate your work, having represented Monowili for the last 5 years. I see what you do and the challenges that you have with a blended community, which includes a lot of commuters. That's all the ad-libbing I have for you. I'm just really grateful that you serve our community and our school. Mahalo and congratulations to you and the entire Monowili Elementary School community on this wonderful honor. How about another round of applause for them? Thank you. I now yield the floor back to Senator Kidani.
Thank you, Senator Keo Hokalole. In addition to these extraordinary awardees, I would like to also recognize Jenny Yamamoto of Lilihua High School, who is unable to join us here today. Jenny received the Hawaii Association of School Librarians 2023 Golden Key Award. She is recognized for her passion of building relationships and effectively showcasing resources which support Lilihua's vision and mission. Her work has allowed the community to discover how schools, teachers, and industry partners can promote computer science skills while engaging in hands-on activities. Senate President, may I request that her name also be entered into the Senate Journal. Colleagues,
So ordered.
today's honorees demonstrate the transformative power of leadership in our educational community. Their support nurtures and empowers our young people, inspiring them to strive not only in their academic efforts, but to care for their mental and emotional health as well. These leaders are invaluable to our community, and I know we are all deeply grateful for the work they do and their commitment to our keiki. I would also like to recognize Mr. David Miyashiro and Hawaii Kids Can, who is hosting a Student Career Expo this afternoon from 1 to 3 p.m. on the 4th floor Lanai. Mahalo nui to all of our guests and community partners for hosting this event. We hope you will join us. We look forward to returning tomorrow to celebrate our exceptional student honorees. Senate President, I yield the floor back to you.
Thank you. So to our honored guests, we have about 5 minutes of other official business, so I'd ask you to patiently sit. When we adjourn, the members would like to personally greet you and have an opportunity to take photos. Now, we've had an abundance of pink t-shirts come in after the introductions occurred. So Senator Elefante, do you have a late introduction?
Yes, I do, and also Senator Rhodes does as well. With us joining in the gallery for Takedown Tobacco Day, when I call your school, if you could please stand so you could be recognized by the Senate. We have Mid-Pacific Institute, Mauna Loa High School, Pauwilo Elementary, Parker School, Pearl City High School, Punahou School, the University of Hawaii at Manoa, and Waimea Elementary. Welcome to your state senate. Thank you,
Senator
Mr. President.
Rhodes?
Thank you, Mr. President. The other schools that were participating today in Takedown Tobacco Day, if you could stand and everybody can hold their applause until have gotten up and be I'm sorry, and we look forward to welcoming you to the Senate. Hawaii Pacific University. All right. Highlands Intermediate. Honaka'a High and Intermediate, Kamehameha School's Hawaii Campus, Kealakahe High School, Kohala High School, and Maui High School. And everybody else who's wearing a pink shirt is here for Takedown Tobacco Day. Please stand and welcome to the Senate.
I realize, Senator Kanuha, you have a late introduction as well, since you read the Kauai names for me earlier, and they weren't here, and I see them in the gallery now.
Thank you, Mr. President. Valerie Psyche, if you could please stand and be recognized. She is, again, the Community Coordinator for Tobacco Free Kauai, Coalition for Tobacco Free Hawaii, and Hawaii Pacific Health. Welcome. And again, I don't know if Angela Kiruban is here. Angela, welcome.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
On pages 2 through 6, Standing Committee Report numbers 3126 to 3167 for adoption.
Senator Wakai?
Mr. President, I move for the adoption of Standing Committee Reports numbers 3126 to 3167.
Senator Decoit?
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Any objections? If not, the motion is carried.
On page 6, Standing Committee Report numbers 3168 and 3169 for one-day notice.
So ordered.
Referrals and re-referrals.
Referrals and re-referrals are made in accordance with the supplemental orders of the day that may be filed later today.
No further business, Mr. President.
Are there any announcements today? Senator Inouye.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise to request a waiver of the public notice requirement pursuant to Senate Rule 21 to schedule a hearing on a proposed draft for House Bill 2690. The proposed Senate Draft 1 for HB 2690 was not finalized and decked until yesterday, which fell within the 72-hour notice posting requirement.
The waiver is granted. Senator Inouye.
Thank you. Your committees on Water and Land and Agriculture and the Environment will hold a public hearing on the proposed draft of this measure this afternoon at 1:15 p.m. in Conference Room 229. The amended notice was filed in the clerk's office yesterday. Thank you, Mr. President.
Are there any further announcements? Senator Keohokalole.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise to request a waiver of the public notice requirement pursuant to Senate Rule 21 to schedule a hearing on the following resolutions. Senate Concurrent Resolution numbers 16, 82, 124, 183, 93, 102, and 158, and Senate Resolution numbers 68, 106, 157, and 79. The waiver is required so that these measures can be heard before the deadline.
Waiver is granted. Senator Keohokalole.
Thank you very much. Your Committee on Commerce and Consumer Protection will hold a public hearing on these measures on Friday, March 22nd at 9:40 a.m. in Conference Room 229. The notice will be filed in the clerk's office this afternoon.
Thank you. Are there any further announcements? If not, the chair has two. All Senate conferees for 2023 carryover bills in conference are hereby discharged and may be named at a later date, and there will be a Senate Majority Caucus meeting immediately after we adjourn today and greet our honored guests and take pictures. Senator Wakai.
Mr. President, I move that the Senate stand adjourned until 11:30 a.m. tomorrow.
Senator Decoit.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. If there are no objections from the members, the Senate will stand adjourned until 11:30 a.m. tomorrow.